Discuss about the XML, extensible markup language. First, for the XML, first we know about the SGML, standard general markup language. SGML is initially improved. It is the improved version of the general markup language GML from the IBM. Later, it is handed over to the W3C, www World Wide Web. W3C has improved the standards of SGML, and it is now as a SGML. It is a meta markup language, and it can be used to develop markup language. Next, what is markup language? It is a language used to describe the content. That is, it is defined as a standard format. It can be describe some content. HTML is a derived markup language from SGML. HTML is a markup language from SGML, and XML also subset of the SGML. So using HTML, developing markup language is somewhat complicated process. So that we can develop this XML solution. XML gives some specifications, some standards. It will be used in the as a markup language. So it is also called as a meta markup language XML. It is a subset of HTML, already we discussed. So some of the markup languages of XML standards are XHTML and math.mathml and CML and VML, vector manipulation language. These are some markup languages developed by XML standards. Next, terminology. So first of all, XML is not a programming language. XML refers to the standards for developing markup language. Now here in the XML we can use XML document. The document written according to the XML and its markup language standards, known as the XML document, XML DOC. The next, XML application. It is an application that uses XML document, referred as the XML application. The application that uses XML document is called as the XML application. Here in the XML, you can use XML markup language and XML document. In the XML, XHTML and XHTML document. So what are the uses of markup language? It is used as a temporary storage unit. Here first browser and then it will interact to the server. The servlet says JSP or it is again linked to the parser. This parser will link to the parser has some XML files, XML document. In JSPs we can use this XML files. JSPs and ASPs, all these things are linked to the database. So next, it is used to transfer some content from one environment to the other environment. So what are the advantages are, like it is a simple text format and support Unicode, and these documents are self-descriptive. It is extensible. So it is used to give some instructions to the software or an application. So developing markup language requires the following things. need to describe some elements of our markup language, that is some attributes. So declare the grammar rules here and develop some application here for the markup language. And next we discuss about the document type definition, DTD file. It is a standard document type definition used to define the markup language specification. That is, it allows to declare the elements and grammar rules for the markup language. Now the levels are XML application, and then it is linked to the XML parser, and again it linked to the XML document. This document linked to the document type definition file, DTD file. DTD, it is used to define the markup language specification. It allows to declare the elements like with grammar rules. Yeah, in the DTDs there are so many things are there, like elements is there, and then attributes is there, and entities are there, and notation is there. These are different tags in the DTD file. First, element tag. Example of this element tag is the employee tag, and then open and closing tag is colon employee, like HTML. Elements, these called as elements. Attributes and entities, we'll discuss this one. There are types of elements are there. Elements are categorized on the basis of the type of content it holds. Here there are 4 types are there: element only, text only, and empty, and mixed, and any. So any is a special type and it is not recommended to use. There are 4 like element only, text only, empty, and mixed. First, element only. The syntax of element only we can discuss here. The syntax declaration is colon and slash element declaration, capital letters, and then element name and the list of child elements, and closing the colon, open colon and slash element, and then element name and list of child elements. This is the element declaration, and here the element declaration is slash colon element employee. You can take element name is employee, and here the is what is called list of child elements. The element name implies the child elements like attributes. Attributes are name, salary, and department, like this. Element declaration is slash open colon slash element employee name employee, in between this name, salary, and employee department. 3 attributes are there. Now the declaration part, program part, employee colon open employee colon, and then here we declare the attributes, open name attribute, and then in the name we can discuss first name, last name, open first name, and then close the first name, open last name, close the last name, and close the name. Next, salary one, open salary, closing the salary, department, open department, close the department, closing the employee. And then again we discuss the next one, same type, another type of declaration, open element name, employee name, salary, and department, 3 attributes, and then these 2 attributes, first name, last name, we discuss separately, we assign separately. Open element name, first name, last name. In the name we can include these 2 attributes, first name and last name, and create element like. Next, for multiple employees we can declare like open element slash element employees in between employee for multiple employee declaration. Next, occurrence specification is there. Here the star is declared as a G or more, and place is declared as a 1 or more, and question mark is declared as a 0 or 1. Here the example is open colon slash element employee in between employee star nothing but 0 or more employees, like this. An element with the should contain 0 or more elements. Okay. So for the R we can use again under declaration 0 or more element. Okay. Slash element employee name. Here the in one attribute we can declare two attributes like slash salary or wage. So two meanings for the attribute salary or wage, like this one, and department. You can declare R here. Use R also. This slash is referred as a R. And text only one. Next, an element that contains text is known as a text only element. So in GTD alphabets we can use the numbers, double, boolean, all are considered as a text only, referred as a common type like hash PC data, parsed character data. So all the numbers, integers, double, all these considered as a text only element only. This is called as a parsed character data, common type. So next one, this parsed data can be declared as slash element name and hash PC data. A minute. Here the empty element we can declare. This type of elements does not contain any content. Empty element nothing but this type of element does not contain any content. The syntax of this empty element is slash element name empty. Syntax of this element name is slash element name empty. Next we use break line BR and then closing the break line. So in the element declaration, empty declaration is like slash hash element by empty. Here next one is mixed element. What are over? Text only over, and then element empty element is over. Empty declaration also over now. Text only is nothing but with the parsed data slash PC data declaration. Element name parsed data, and then empty element is nothing but element name empty, and then mixed. The content of this type of element can be one or more, or text of elements. So syntax of this one is slash element name PC data, this character, and then list of child elements. The example of this one is slash element p character pc data or b or I or break. Here we use break line. Here two elements we can use mixed data, one or more. Like here we use this text one, and then come to XML. Okay. Here we use two elements mixed data, one or more. Next one is any. This type allows the type of content that allows empty or text or any other, or combination of text and elements. Here the previous syntax we can use text and element, one or more, like this one. The any we can use empty text or any other, a combination of text and element. In the previous one we can use the two elements separated by slash, list of child elements separated by with the slash element. The any syntax is like slash element name any. You can declare only element any, like. Okay, I'm closing the class. Remaining topics we can discuss afterwards, like attributes and specifiers, all the things are there.